What's up, guys? Okage Puya here. And Manchester United fans, this was a bad day. This was a horrible day. And games like this make me lose hope for you guys, but I'm gonna try to spin this 3-0 in a positive light. So 3-0, it was bad. And to be honest, all three goals were avoidable. If I'm a Manchester United fan, uh, Liverpool did dominate after about 30 minutes. It was even, but after the 30-minute mark, Liverpool absolutely dominated Manchester United. But listen, Salah is the owner of Man U. I think he has a crazy 15 goals scored against Manchester United or something like that. I think if you take Salah's goals scored against Manchester United and against Manchester United's goals scored against Liverpool since Salah has been at Liverpool, I think it's like 13-9 Salah winning. So crazy record for Salah. I think Salah, Liverpool fans, I'm gonna pose this question if anyone's watching. I think Salah is the greatest Liverpool player of all time. He's the most consistent Premier League player of all time for Liverpool ever. And he has taken your club to new heights that I never really imagined that many years ago. So Salah, credit to him. But I'm not really going to focus too much on Liverpool. I'll give them their flowers right now. They looked organized. I mean, their defense looks so good. Van Dijk, Robertson, Konate, Trent, they all look like a really well-oiled back four. And Trent is actually looking pretty improved in the defensive aspects of his game so far too this season, but I feel like he hasn't really been challenged yet. So let's wait and see if Trent's 1v1 defending has gotten better. But as a back four, those guys are well-oiled. Alisson behind them made a huge save against Xerxes today to keep a clean sheet. And yeah, a guy like Gravenberch, man, who I doubted, he let's be honest, Gravenberch failed at Bayern. Gravenberch did fail at Bayern, but I didn't think it was a skill issue. I just think mentally, whatever it was about the league, living in Germany, the atmosphere at Bayern, the squad, he just never really fit in. And I also feel like he never got a real chance. A guy like Gravenberch, you have to be patient with. And last year, Klopp gave him patience. After a year, he stayed at the club, and now Slot is getting the best out of him. That's what happens when you bring a new manager, fresh ideas. Certain managers can get the best out of players. And Gravenberch looks like the player we saw at Ajax 2-3 years ago. Great on the ball, on the half turn, can carry, can defend, can do almost everything in the midfield. So good, so technical. I feel like Gravenberch brings to Liverpool something that Thiago was supposed to bring, but Thiago was injured too many times, so he wouldn't consistently bring it. I'm not saying Gravenberch is as good as peak Thiago. He isn't. He could maybe get there one day, but he brings that sort of flair and technique that Thiago was supposed to bring, but never really had a fair chance of bringing it to Liverpool because of injuries. It was never really a skill issue with Thiago, right? And Liverpool, man, the attack. As much as I have my doubts about Jota and Luis Diaz and all these guys and how I think that they won't be good enough to challenge City for the title this year and that City will end up being league winners anyway come May 2025, they look really good at the start of the season, and Salah is still doing his thing. 2 assists and a goal today, crapping on Man United. But let's get to Manchester United, man. Just so poor. I mean, Casemiro, the chimichanga in midfield, 40 minutes into the game, I'm thinking, can you take Ugarte out of the stands and take this chimichanga out of the field and put Ugarte in there? Because, oh my Lord, Casemiro, he's so past his prime. Kebab Samiro, my boy AK somewhere out there if he's watching. Kebab Samiro. Casemiro, bro. Just start learning your alhamdulillahs, your mashallahs, and get your ass to Saudi, man, because this is disgusting behavior, bro. I call it behavior because he sucks. He loses the ball. How many times? I think he lost possession like 15 times in the first half. There was a moment when Casemiro had no passing options on the sideline, and he just let the ball roll to Liverpool players and allowed them to counter. The guy is so finished. So I really don't think the scoreline would be 3-0 today if Casemiro was not on the field and if Ugarte was there. So this is where I'm going to spin it in the positive direction for Man U. Today was just riddled with individual mistakes. It was riddled with individual mistakes. I mean, even Kobe Mainu the midfield was at fault for all 3 goals. They really were. Kobe Mainu at fault for the 3rd goal, completely just losing the ball, horrible first touch, leads to a goal, boom, boom, boom. That's how fast Liverpool can punish you. And the first 2 goals coming off of Casemiro losing the ball like an idiot too easily in midfield, and Manchester United paying the ultimate price with Luis Diaz getting a double. Salah double assist to Luis Diaz. So, I predicted in my Premier League predictions video that Manchester United would finish 5th. I truly believe that Manchester United, with the signings they made, have massively improved their squad. I think Xerxes is a good striker. I don't care what anyone says. He's a good striker. I think Ugarte is going to come and bench Casemiro, that bum, instantly. Ugarte, Manu, midfield. That's pretty good, guys. And I think De Ligt and Mazraoui are really good signings. I think De Ligt was great today. He was not at fault for any of Manchester United's goals. He was doing the best he could. I think in the end, he got subbed off because that was his first start. You don't want to rush. De Ligt has had an issue with injuries in the past. You don't want to rush him back. There's time. It's not like Manchester United is going to be in a title race anyway. So I think that's why he got subbed off. And Mazraoui, I saw Mazraoui was getting a little stick online. I didn't really understand. Yes, he was playing everywhere besides right back at times. But the reason Mazraoui had to play everywhere except the right back is because Casemiro and Mainu were stinking it up into the midfield so often. And because Mazraoui was instructed to play further up the field. Dalot was more conservative. Mazraoui was the more attacking fullback today. And in the issue with the midfield of Casemiro and Mainu when they're losing the ball all the time and cannot actually control the game for Manchester United, Mazraoui never had a chance to settle back into right back. It was always running up and down the field, never having a sustained spell of possession, especially in that first half where Mazraoui can hold his position well. So I don't really blame Mazraoui for, him playing all over the place because it was mostly the product of the lack of control. And that Manchester United, the lack of control. I think, bring Ugarte in. I think that's going to improve the midfield. Mainu, it was just an off day today. You guys know I love Mainu. I still have Operation Bring Mainu to Bayern. He needs to come to Bayern. Save him from Manchester United. My only issue with this midfield is Bruno is such a waste man. Bruno is such a fucking waste man. The guy cannot be in a midfield that establishes control. He is the last guy you want in your midfield when you want control. The guy receives the ball and he either first time long balls it or takes a touch and launches it upfield. The guy's an absolute waste man. What are you doing, Bruno Fernandes? Hold the ball. Make a short pass for once in your life. It doesn't always have to go up, up, up. And it's actions like that. Casemiro and Mainu losing the ball easily. Bruno Fernandes getting the ball and just trying to launch it forward to Xerxes or Garnacho and all those guys, Rashford. It doesn't, especially when it's a back and forth game, you needed to establish a sense of control in the halfway through that first half. And they just got caught up in the game and Liverpool punished them. Again, Garnacho, Nacho Cheese. He's young. I won't be too harsh on him, but he was awful today. Nacho Cheese was just the lesbian Nacho Cheese. Let's be honest. The guy looks like a lesbian. Lesbian Nacho Cheese was trash. And Quandale Dingle himself, WMB young boy, Rashford, just put the fries in the bag, bro. Rashford, just go feed the kids, dude. You're fucking useless on the field. He's absolutely a waste man on the field. So trash. No inventiveness, no inspiration. And again, Manchester United in a position where they just let Sancho go. I don't know what Eric Ten Hag's issue with Sancho is, but I guarantee you Sancho is a better player than Garnacho and Rashford. I guarantee you that, Manchester United fans. Guarantee it. And let him go to Chelsea. Freaking idiots. So I just feel like, yes, Manchester United fans, you guys have been patient with Eric Ten Hag, and you guys finished 3rd the first season, which was a great result. 8th last season. I'm predicting you guys to finish 5th this season. I really believe when the whole squad is fit, when all the new players are settled in, Eric Ten Hag will strike something with this team. Because honestly, guys, how could they not? Onana has been solid. He hasn't been a break that much for Manchester United recently. A backline of Mazraoui, De Ligt, Lisandro Martinez, and Dalot. I like that backline, or Luke Shaw. Ugarte and Mainu in midfield. Xerxes up top. Now, the weakest part for Manchester United absolutely is, that front three behind the striker. Whether it's Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo, Nacho Cheese, Marcus Rashford, all those guys, they're not good enough. They're not good enough to contend for a title. They're good enough for 5th place, in my opinion. So be patient for United. Although you guys have been, trust me, you guys have been patient. I know it's a little bit of cliche to say, but trust me, never start Casemiro again. Scott McTrash is gone. Maguire, he's a good center back substitute. He's a good center back off the bench. Give it some time, dude. Liverpool is the kryptonite for Man U. Eric Ten Hag, though, if Eric Ten Hag does not have this team playing good football and showing improvements within the next 2 to 3 games, I would actually be, as a Manchester United fan, calling for a sack. Absolutely, because there's no excuse. In 2 to 3 more games, Ugarte, De Ligt, Mazraoui, Xerxes will all be settled in. Mainu and all those guys are still there. There is no excuse for Manchester United to not be stringing a couple wins together come the next couple of weeks after the international break. So Eric Ten Hag has a lot of things to think about, a lot of things. At this point, man, ship Marcus Rashford to wherever the hell he came from. Ship Nacho Cheese back to freaking Argentina. And I think, Manchester United are really missing quality wingers. They're really missing quality wingers. Because I'm sorry, I'm not falling for this Amad Diallo stuff. Lesbian Nacho Cheese, Marcus Rashford. I'm not falling for it. I'm sorry. And you have Ratnandez himself, who doesn't know how to play more than 4-touch football. It's always launch. So the same issues are there. I think the signings made him better. We just got to wait and see. So for Manchester United fans, pray that Eric Ten Hag is not a bozo manager and he has a plan for this. Manchester United fans, pray. Liverpool fans, I'll show you respect. You're not going to win the league, Liverpool fans, but I predicted you guys to get second. That prediction is looking pretty good, although it's only been 3 or 4 games. It's been Okage Poo, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.